shall we evaluate the first weekend, Alton Park? How was your... I think you actually did well at Alton for you.
Thanks.
Yeah. Normally Alton
well,
is...
yeah, you did alright.
Well, Alton's
a... there, so well done.
Yeah, pretty much summed it up. In the past, in Supersport and Superstock, you've been really, really fast there, and then it's never quite happened on the Superbike.
It's actually the only track I've won at a lot of tracks in different classes in BSB. Pretty much every track over a different class from Motor 3, Stock 600 and Supersport. There's only one track, Cadwell, where I've never done that. So Alton, I've actually won in every class I've raced in there except the Superbike. So yeah, it's been frustrating 3 years when I've not been fast there. So I've had okay results, been top 5. First year I finished 4th and wasn't far off the podium, but it's been a little bit difficult after that. But yeah, first round I wasn't so bad, close to the podium.
Well, you set the fastest lap in the last race as well, which was good.
Not far off the win and my personal best lap of Alton Park, so yeah, good start to the year. Wasn't so...
And my first race was quite good. I was quite happy with that. We are off to Knockhill. Knockhills are... Is it your favourite race of the year? It's my favourite, I think. It's up there.
Yeah, it's up there.
We are on our way to Knockhill. It's Thursday? Is it Thursday? Thursday. It's a 2-day meeting this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Going forward for these vlogs, I've got 2 things that I'd like to introduce. One, if you've got any questions you'd like us to answer, we can do this every Thursday on the way up to a race. We can just answer them in the car. I thought it'd be a good way to get everyone involved. So if you've got any questions for me and Taz or Dad or anyone, I'll try and answer them on a Thursday. So basically, the second thing I want to announce is Lee Johnston owes me a pair of boots because there's a bit of a dodgy deal going on, but anyway, he owes me a pair of boots. And rather than me keep his boots, I thought we could play a game that this weekend I'll swap Lee Johnston's boots for anything. So anything anyone wants to swap me for Lee Johnston's boots, write in the comments below. I'll either pick the one that's the most liked by everyone, but it's going to be a collaborative effort between everyone. So if you want Lee Johnston's boots, they're yours, you just have to swap me for something, and you can swap me for anything.
That could get dangerous, really.
Well, it could. I don't know where it's going to end. But I just thought it'd be quite a fun game to play. It was actually Dan Linfoot's idea. He thought that it would be a fun thing to do for my YouTube channel to swap Lee Johnston's boots to start with and see where we end up by the end of the year. So if you'd like Lee Johnston's boots, tell me what you'd swap me for them.
I'll swap you for something.
What will you swap me then?
A pair of my boots.
Pair of your boots. Right, so we've either got a pair of Lee Johnston's boots or a pair of Taz's boots, whichever you'd like. Just tell me what you swap for them. Who knows where that'll end up.
You give me Lee Johnston's boots, I'll give you a pair of my boots.
I don't know what's more valuable though. I might have just done the less. This might be a terrible idea. I might not be able to swap them for anything, but if you'd like them, it's a way to get Lee Johnston's boots, and I'm going to do it every Thursday of BSB. I'll swap you for whatever we've got from the week before. I might chuck in extra stuff during the year to make the prizes a bit more interesting. But yeah, let me know what you want to swap for Lee Johnston's boots, or Taz's, whichever you'd like. Why don't you talk me around a lap of Knockhill, Taz?
Going over the start finish, I'm in 4th gear, and then when you get over the lip of the start finish straight, turn 1, it's only back 1 gear for me. It's not bumpy, but there's a few lips, so the back wheel's off the floor a little bit, so you've got to try your best to keep that down. And then turn 1's quite fast, and then you just try and keep the momentum all the way to turn 3 basically.
Finished the first session in 4th. Wasn't the best session. We changed the bike for Alton, which made it a lot better at Alton, but that had sort of affected it here. The balance of the bike wasn't as good as I'd like it to have been. So we can see on the data straight away what we need to do. So I'm going to change that for the second session. Other than that, it's all alright. The track's in good condition. The weather's pretty settled for now. It looks like it might rain at some point in the weekend. Just want to quickly interrupt this video with some very exciting news and a big thank you to temprocket.com, who have come on board as a personal sponsor, and they're going to sponsor this channel for the remainder of the season. Temprocket is a unique, powerful tool for finding and booking temporary staff. Harnessing the power of online technology, the platform transforms temporary staff recruitment by bringing the three key players, hirers, agencies and contractors, together in one place to deliver a quicker, more efficient solution for all parties 24/7, making life easier for contractors and freelancers, creating more business for agencies and simplifying the recruitment process for the hirer. Temprocket's a win-win-win. Please visit www.temprocket.com for more information. And a big shout out for Temprocket to coming on as a personal sponsor this season in BSB. It really does mean the world to me and makes my racing a lot easier. So thanks Temprocket, check them out if you've got 5 minutes. Back to the video. Also had a slight moment over the chicane, but managed to stay on it luckily early on in the session. But yeah, I think we'll get the bike better for this second session. I've got another free practice and then qualifying later on this evening. This weekend's pretty manic because it's a 2-day meeting instead of a 3-day that we normally have, just to accommodate for the COVID regulations. So I've got 3 sessions today. I don't feel as bad as the Superbike boys that have got 2 free practices, a qualifying and a race today. We've just got qualifying later on. So hopefully make some changes now. That'll get the bike a little bit better. And then later on this afternoon put a new tyre in it for qualifying and see where we end up.
And then I go back 1 gear there. Some people hold a gear, but back 1. Try and run through that corner quite fast, because then it opens up to a nice big flat curb that's quite grippy. You can almost like use the curb as a corner, you carry lean angle on it. And then you go up over the chicane, just try and keep a straight line, use both curbs over the chicane.
Stop trying so hard to win my face. You like to hang around different dudes. Every night you make a lie. I bet that you were still my oxygen if you could. To the side, come on, step
Up to Clark's, which is a really important corner because you don't want to brake too late in there because it goes uphill. And then out of there is really important. You don't want to use too much curb on the exit of there. You pick the bike up, and then it's about just trying to hug to the. I like to hug the white line on the left all the way down the back straight.
You got excuses for everything. I'm the music, can't steal my wind.
That's qualifying done and dusted. Ended up second on the grid. Annoyingly, I was fastest for most of the session, and then there was a little bit of drizzle. So I kind of sat it out because I didn't want to risk anything, and then got pipped right at the end by Billy. But he did a really good lap. I think we did a 48.4, so pretty close to that record. And the most important thing was we made a big step forward with the bikes, and it was a lot better. So yeah, I was really happy with that step we made. It was probably something I was looking for at Alton Park as well, which we didn't quite find with the bike. But it's a new bike and we're learning all the time, and it was a good step forward. Yep. Lee just come in then for a debrief. Lee ended up third in his race, which was really good. So yeah, I'm chuffed with that qualifying. In the previous session I was fastest and I did pretty decent times on really old tyres, so I have to wait and see what it's going to do tomorrow. The forecast is wet at the minute, but you never know what you're going to get at Knockhill, so it could be wet, could be dry. But in all conditions I think we're in a good place. The bike's really good, but it's a long old year. There's a lot of races to do. We've just got to stay consistent, keep trying to be at the front, be in the top 3, and that's kind of all my thoughts for now. Plans for this evening are to make some pasta and sit about with Taz and Lee tonight, and then get an early night because we've got a busy day tomorrow. We've got 2 races at 12 and 3. I need to make the most of them, so see you in a bit.
Bike's all over the place trying to brake, so you're trying to keep the bike as stable as possible all the way back to first gear. On my bike anyway, it's about not trying to rush your entry too much because it's a big long straight uphill after that. So yeah, make sure you hit your apex, pick the bike up, use a little bit of the curb on the exit, and then it's about, you almost, we call it scrubbing, a bit like motocross riders when they scrub a jump. You're trying to scrub the elevation in the track coming out of the last turn to keep the wheelie down, keep the front wheel down. That's lap record with Knockhill actually. I mean, my fastest time's about half a second off the lap record, but I think I just broke it then.
Probably should have filmed this after the first race when I was in a better mood. Managed to win the first race, which was fantastic. I always love trying to win at Knockhill. It means a lot to me winning up here. So that was 2 out of 2, living the dream. And then unfortunately in the second race I managed to get to the front again and then crashed out of the lead. So I'm pretty gutted. But I can hold my head high. We tried our best, and sometimes racing just goes like that. I'm pretty much over it already. We're an hour on and I'm calmed down, and that's just the way it goes sometimes. So we'll refocus for Brands Hatch. I really like Brands Hatch. It's a track I've had a lot of success at in the past, and I love racing there. The other positive is we made a big step forward with our bike this weekend, and I'm pretty excited to ride it at other tracks now. So all in all, it's been a really good weekend. We managed to win a race and pretty much match the lap record in the race too. And you can only try your best. So we'll be on to Brands Hatch next. Regroup, refocus, and see what we can do there. Thanks for watching as always everyone, and thanks to Temp Rocket for sponsoring this video.